Hi everyone, Gig Coach Jake here, your go-to for gig economy news, tips, and tricks. And today, I'm going to show you 7 ways how to increase your customer rating and keep it up. This is very important because it has a lot of bearing, including potential for deactivation. Make sure you watch close and all the way till the end. Now we all know when you get below 4.20, and if you didn't know, now you do, you're at risk for deactivation. Those that are new and have low number of deliveries, don't worry, you're pretty safe. It's pretty much those that are above at least 50 or 100, and those that have a lot of deliveries are at higher risk than anyone. Again, don't panic. I'm going to show you ways how to not only increase it, but keep it up. 7 easy ways on top of that. This also has a lot of bearing because of the rewards program, scheduling, and DoorDash Drive. They use customer rating to qualify you for any one of these along with other metrics. The number one thing you can do, use text messages, but don't do it too early. If you show up and it's going to be a while and you want to inform the customer to let them know, be careful. They can then cancel the order and you'll be making 0. You might be able to get a half from DoorDash for actually showing up and the order being canceled, unlike Grubhub, where you get the shaft. But that's not guaranteed. What you want to do is send a text message once you've got the food and leaving. You want to let them know afterwards. Why? They now see that you're heading towards a direction, they're less likely to cancel then. You already have the food. It's when they realize they have to wait longer for the food that they start thinking of other options and potentially could cancel the order, leaving you with nothing. That's why it's very important not to send that too early. Now, there's a lot of variations of what you can do with this text. I have some examples right here that I'm flashing above. You want to keep it short and simple. Think about human nature and people. Anything's a paragraph we tune out to. We might read one sentence, if at all, when you see how much there is. And I've had to find that out the hard way. I'm a long-winded individual. For some of you that don't know, most of you do. You got to keep it short and sweet. Something's going to get their attention and be done. That's it. And then, once you've dropped off the food, before you close out, you want to send another one, thanking them and prompting them to go ahead and go rate you. You can do any variation of your own. Again, keeping it short and simple is very important. This trick goes a long way. You can see what my customer rating was 6 weeks ago. I've applied all this stuff myself and tested it before I'm giving this information to you all. Yes, some people still aren't going to rate after you send the text. It's a numbers game. The deal is, the more text you send, the more often people that really appreciate and liked your service are going to go and rate you a 5-star. It's 0.01 up for every 5-star. Best believe when somebody's unhappy with the restaurant, how long it took, any number of things that are out of your control, they're going to knock you. They don't really understand that they're rating the driver sometimes as opposed to the restaurant or the actual delivery platform. A 1-star rating is a negative 0.03. You have to get 3 5-star ratings to wipe out that 1-star. Very important. Again, yes, not everybody you text is going to go in there and rate you. It's a numbers game. It increases the likelihood and the probability. And the more of those, the better job that you do, you're going to get a lot more 5 stars. They're going to help wipe out any of those 1 stars that we run into. Number 2. You have to be more selective. One of the biggest reasons that people knock a driver, a delivery person, on the ratings is because something was wrong with the order. A lot of these fast food orders, for example, where you have to go and make sure that there no onion, pickle, you need to have this extra. Think about any order where you've had to do extra and your customer rating took a hit right after. And I know some of you are like, I guarantee there's a bunch of you watching this video right now and you're thinking back to certain examples and scenarios. Another situation, if the pickup is really far from you, Say that you just got the offer, you accepted, and all of a sudden you get the text saying the food's ready. Guess what? That customer's tracking you already. They can see where you're at, how far you're going. Again, it's back to their experience. If they don't like the experience, you might be the one taking the ding in the customer rating. That sucks. But we do have the power of choice in which offers we do accept. And why the heck do you want to drive far to a long pickup anyway? Or let's say that you're picking up at a restaurant that isn't too far from you, but the drop-off's far away. Do you really think the quality of the food is going to be that good after a 20, 30-minute drive to somebody? I don't care how good your bags are. Food's going to get a little bit stale. It's not going to be that good. It's not going to be fresh. Period. And human nature, they're going to go complain, especially if they want to get credit. If they want to get some type of money back, credit, they're going to knock your rating, put whatever they can in there, then contact. It sucks. We end up being the ones responsible for that. Our rating takes a hit, and then we have to work to get it back up. So again, be more selective on the offers that you pick. That could potentially lead to higher earnings anyway. You should be doing it anyhow. Number 3, triple check the item count and for accuracy. There's often where you'll miss a drink or something small in there you don't really realize or account for. For example, a kid's meal. There could be a small apple juice. I had one just yesterday. They were missing the Pellegrino waters that were part of the meal. And then they were also missing one of the canned sodas. It had 2 on there. The lady actually made me show her the app instead of going back and looking at her receipt or the app herself. No big deal. Showed her what it was. She got me the other one. But again, human error is very common, especially when they're very busy at lunch or dinner time. It's our job to double, triple check. And I know some of you already jumping on, well, they always tie it shut. I can't check. Hold on. Before we get so defensive and jump to conclusions or excuses, you could kind of check and make sure. I know there's some merchants, and if it's a place that you never get a chance to check what it is, and they're all the time having something wrong and you're taking a ding for it, right away that tells me no fly list. You should be rejecting their offers 90% of the time, if not more. It would have to be a very big offer, and then which you're making them show you the items before you walk out of there. Now, places that you know are very accurate, very good, that tie things up, you don't have to worry about as much. Don't stress over the little things. Places that you know, for example, Pita Jungle here, 3 out of 5 times, they missed something or screwed something up. It never fails. I know all of you are thinking of some places, some examples. Oh yeah, there's this. That's a place where you want to make sure that they show the items. I don't care how ridiculous they're being. It's our job, and we're the ones that's going to take the hit, not them. They'll get a phone call and they'll get someone griping in their ear, but it's not going to affect their job and their livelihood. Make sure you double, triple check the items and the accuracy of the items that account. Again, if it's bagged up, you can kind of take a look and count up how many items you think there are and guesstimate. Make sure everything's kind of close. Silverware, napkins, plates, things of that nature. Keep in mind, if you're dropping off an office building, if you're picking up a pizza, get them some Parmesan, cheese and peppers. Put yourself in the mind of a customer. Number 4, the easiest way to keep your customer rating up and get it up. Use your bags. This blows my mind. I still can't get around it. More often than not, I see delivery drivers with no bag whatsoever. Yeah, you might have in your car and you're taking it. I know that a lot of you aren't. And I've run into some of you. And it sucks. Now, you might be saying, well, the bag doesn't keep it hot. Get a better bag. They're pretty cheap. Or just use the bag. It's psychological. Think about when the customer opens the door, you're unzipping the bag and you're handing them their fresh food in another bag and all that. It's all psychological. You want to keep your customer rating up. You want to take advantage of some of these other things. I know people are complaining about the driver rewards. Oh, so all the best dashers are going to get all the offers and I'm going to be left with scraps. Why are we in that mindset? I don't get it. Why are you not thinking, what can I do to get my rating up so I can be one of those dashers being able to dash now in any zone without any issues. It blows my mind, the perception, the mindset that some people have. I'm providing the tips and the solutions for you all to go out there and make the choices, actions, and succeed and win like everyone else. You can be one of those top dashers. The choice is up to you. All the information, the ingredients for success are right here. I can't do it for you, but I can help lead the way. Hopefully you see my advice as a good thing. Instead of making up excuses and being so defensive, you're going to do the little things like using your bag, sending a text message after you leave, let them know you're on your way. And guess what? When you do that, you could potentially save yourself a big hassle if and when they're in the wrong location. They're in an office building, they might be coming down to pick up for you. Oh, you're 5 minutes away? Perfect, I'll meet you downstairs. I could name a number of situations where that text message made my life and day a lot easier. Imagine having a stacked offer and somebody you could have contacted that now is in a wrong location or didn't leave a suite number. A simple text could have then got that suite number or those directions ahead of time. It's just being proactive instead of reactive. And I see a lot of reactivity, and I'm one. I've been guilty of it myself. Be more proactive. That way you can win and be a top dasher yourself. Number 5, don't look like a slob. Now, I don't care what you wear. You can wear sweats. You can be comfortable. But don't just look like you rolled out of bed, or you might be the homeless person down the street working, doing a little bit of delivery in between. Dress a little bit respectable. You don't have to go out of your way, right? You're not a business person. You're driving to deliver food. No big deal. Simple little things. Some people I've seen, and simple hygiene. I think hygiene is the biggest deal. Imagine you're receiving a food delivery and you can't think of anything about how bad that person smelled. Forget look. I don't care about looks. You can look however you want. Not one to judge. But the smell. We can't get that. We can't get it out of our nose, right? A smell so bad you can taste it. Just saying. Number 6, be polite. Say hi. Thank you. Ma'am, sir. There's a number of different things that you can do being polite and courteous, not only to the customer, but the merchant. We do get ratings from the merchants as well that can really lead to increased earnings down the road. That's a totally separate video on its own, and I've even touched this on another video as far ratings. But just be polite and courteous, not too tough. And then, again, sending that text with a thank you, a little prompt to the customer rating can do a lot of good. The little things. Smile. Imagine when someone's receiving their food and you're all grumpy and I hate my job. What kind of impression did you leave on that customer? Yes, that's going to affect your customer rating. The ones that you didn't leave a good impression on, they're the ones most likely to go rate you a 1 star. And you could have just been having a bad day, but you couldn't hold on to it for that little bit. Number 7, this is called DoorDash, not CarDash. Do everything in your power to get the food to the customer. Now, I know some people are ridiculous and some situations don't make any sense. That's where power of choice and making better decisions will eliminate a lot of that crap. When you're accepting too many offers and putting yourself in bad situations, it leads to a lot of headaches. We then want to be pissed off at these people in the situation, but I can tell you from personal experience and 5,000 plus deliveries on multiple platforms, a lot of it's based on choice of offers. Just do what you have to, make every effort. If you still can't get them the food and they have to come to you, or you can't get them the food, you've done your part. If you take a ding on your rating at that point, make sure you track and cover everything on your end. You could submit that. They can then remove that bad customer rating and you'll be good. You have to exhaust all avenues though and track with screenshots, etc. and contact their support to make sure that it does get wiped out. Now I hope these 7 tips will help you all increase your customer rating and have a better experience and be able to take advantage of some of these rewards, scheduling, and the DoorDash Drive programs that are out there. Have a positive mindset. Quit with all this negativity and why this sucks. Think about how you can make it better for yourself instead of all the whining or crying that does no good at all. Hope you all have a great day, evening. Be safe out there on the roads. As always, work smarter and hashtag low pay, no way.